purpose of this STEM project is to create a prosthetic leg with easy materials for that people that doesn't have enough economic resources, for making people aware about the functions and all the parts of this STEM project.
Development of the muscle. The muscle exists in different groupings that work to produce movement by the muscle contraction. Muscles are classified according to their actions during contractions as agonists, antagonists, and synergists. The agonist muscles, they generate a movement and must physically be arranged so that they cross a joint by the way of the tendon. The antagonist muscles act as opposing muscles to agonists because usually contraction is means of returning the limb to its original resting position. And the synergist muscles are useful because they fix certain joints to allow a range of contractions. In contrast with the sheer power of an agonist contraction, that limits the range of possible movements. In the composition of the muscle, we have three types of muscles, which are skeletal, cardiac, and smooth muscle. The skeletal is the one that is attached directly to the skeleton. The cardiac is the one of the heart, and the smooth muscle, which is located in arteries and the limb system, as well as the digestive and reproduction system.
The materials to perform this project are resin, thinner, fiberglass, rubber band, gel coat, hanks, PVC tubes, a nut and screw, and plastic bottle.
Muscle contraction begins when the nervous system generates a signal. This signal travels through a type of cell called a motor neuron. When the motor neuron reaches a muscle cell, it is called a neuromuscular junction. And when the nerve cell reaches the neuromuscular junction, it releases a chemical called acetylcholine, which binds a receptor in the muscle. There starts a chemical reaction within the muscle in which sodium ions rushes into the muscle fibers. That causes action potential to sweep into T-tubules. After that, sarcoplasmic reticulum releases calcium, and this element binds troponin. Finally, myosin pivots and pulls actin filaments, and then releases from it and pulls it again until calcium is still present in the muscle fiber. So these are prosthetic leg, and we did it with very economic materials, so people can know that they can do their own prosthetic leg if they don't have enough economic resources to buy one, because they are very expensive. We put kind of something to look like a skin in this part, so it could be more realistic and a person could use it without feeling ashamed of using it. We put these things to look like muscle fibers, so people can know how it is composed of muscle. And on the other side, we put a mirror, so people can know that the muscle contraction begins in the nervous system. And in the other side, we put all the filaments that compose the muscle, fibers, myofibrils, and then actin and myosin, and all the components. People can be aware of how it's composed of muscle and how muscle contraction acts in our body. And here it has a hole, so a person who doesn't have its whole leg can put its thumb here. And also we put a tennis here, so it could be also more realistic.
What we want to achieve with our STEM project is not only to make people aware of the muscle contractions in our body, we want them to make them aware of the importance of it, since all our movements are made of nerve impulses and muscle contractions. We know the difficulties that a person with low economic resources can have with buying a prosthetic leg, so what we want to achieve in our STEM project is to make them aware that they can create one out of very economic materials.
In this STEM project, we're trying to make a prosthetic leg for the people that need it. This project is a very economic way to give happiness for that handicapped people. These people try always to have a good work or a better life, but this kind of project that is of problem, that is the handicap, does not enable them. So this project, this prosthesis leg, is for that people that always try to find a better work or a better life. So we are suspecting that our mission will be accomplished.
Our prosthetic leg is very useful for people and children that want to learn more about muscle contraction. The fibers are represented by rubber bands, and the joint is represented by a hinge of a door. It's very cheap and easy to make one prosthetic leg for our own. If someone has an amputation and he or she doesn't have money to buy a prosthetic leg because they are too expensive, it's very easy to make one at home.
In this model, we're gonna show the use of muscle contractions, and to do this, we're gonna use a prosthetic leg. And inside of the leg, we're gonna show how the muscle works and the neurons that act on it for the body to do the proper movement. This will be useful for people that don't have knowledge of what happens inside of our bodies, to try to give them some insight of what is muscle contraction and how it works. The prosthesis will be covered in a foam that will show the lining of the muscles and the neurons that act on it to show how it contracts and makes movement.
But I challenge you, please, make your actions reflect your words. Thank you.